you've reached the voicemail of Jonathan Smith at DWF Law. I'm sorry I'm unable to take your call at the moment. If you'd like to leave your name and number, I will of course get back in touch with you as soon as I am able. Thank you.
Please leave your message after the tone. To re-record your message, key hash at any time.
Yes, hello Mr. Smith, it's Mr. Hussain here, once again leaving yourself a message asking you to contact me, considering the fact that I've been now leaving yourself, I think, daily voice messages or I believe email asking you to speak to me directly, considering you and your client Manningham Housing Association are the ones that are pursuing litigation action, and you're refusing to engage with me after one pretext after the next rather than speak with me. You simply are ignoring me. As a consequence, I'm now having to degrade and humiliate myself by leaving yourself voice messages every single day asking you to speak to me, and you're refusing to speak to me through cowardice and pusillanimously hiding behind your corporate veil, hiding behind your position, hiding behind your post stating that you're very busy with other cases, you're in and out of court, all absolute rubbish. The reality is that you are basically part of a joint enterprise, as I've mentioned, in order to target and victimize me and my brother. Now obviously, as you can see, my brother's been kidnapped from my care, from this home, so you've already achieved 50% of what you were trying to achieve, namely removing me and my brother from this house. The way that my brother's been taken from here is highly circumspect and unlawful, and ultimately it's to your benefit, it's to your client's benefit, and most importantly to the local authorities' benefit. Reality is that if you were looking to engage with me as you had been doing previously, looking to find a resolution as you had done previously in April last year, where you were looking to rehouse us, you just simply had to offer us a tenancy agreement. It is simply inconceivable that simply because I'm raising allegations that you should then utilize that as a means to discriminate against me. The reality is that you, the housing association, the housing association, Manningham Housing Association, your solicitors, yourselves as solicitors, the council, more importantly, the courts and judges have all been now caught out colluding and conspiring with each other. I mean, as you may or may not be aware, 24 hours before my arrest, I had put in an appeal to the hearing of the 18th of July 2023 before District Judge Mitchell, which you had attended, and within exactly less than 24 hours I was arrested. There was no reasonable explanation of why I was arrested other than neglect. The property is being neglected, or we're in a state of neglect because of these ongoing damn court proceedings, which you fully know about. So the reality is that this is all fraudulent and corrupt. If your client was a true landlord, then they should be looking to get their rent from us, which we can pay through housing benefit. So you see how the net beneficiary of this whole enterprise is the local authority, because they are now saving, we're now 20 months later, they have saved so much money in paying council tax, saved money in paying a housing benefit to us so we could pay you. Also then subsequently charged us council tax, which is a conversation, or which was through an email that I sent you earlier on in I sent Housing Association in February, that look, if they're charging us council tax, we can't do anything until you give us a tenancy agreement. So the reason that we're in this situation today, which is clearly detrimental to your client's financial interest, is detrimental to our financial interest and health and welfare interest, it's clearly detrimental to my brother's interest. This is my brother's house. He's entitled to live here. He's been living here since 2005 when he was originally released into the community. The housing file clearly shows the council then were quite adamant for him to be rehoused because it was costing them so much to keep him at Linfield.
Time up in 10 seconds.
Because at the time it was costing them too much. I've facilitated him staying here, and now all of a sudden for the last 92 days he's effectively made homeless, and I don't know where he is. I once again urge you.
Message has reached maximum length. Message deposited. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
So it's all just fraud and deceptions. And the Housing Association, Manningham Housing Association, in collaboration with the DWF Solicitor Jonathan Smith, in collaboration with Bradford Council, and in collaboration with the Courts and Tribunal Services, in collaboration with several key judges that they've bought off, are putting together a fraud and a deception.